Have you ever wondered if living forever is actually possible? For centuries, we've told stories about fountains of youth and magical elixirs, all in a search for immortality. But what if I told you the secret isn't a myth? What if I told you one tiny creature has already cracked the code? Meet the immortal jellyfish. It's an animal that can literally cheat death by reversing its own aging process. How on earth does it do that? And could its secret one day be our own? This is the story of Turritopsis Dohrnii, a creature that challenges our most basic ideas about life and death. In the vast, mysterious ocean, there's a creature no bigger than your pinky fingernail. It's so unassuming you'd probably never notice it, just a tiny, translucent bell pulsing through the water. But this is no ordinary jellyfish. This is Turritopsis Dohrnii, and it has a biological superpower that feels like it's been ripped straight out of a comic book. It is, for all practical purposes, biologically immortal. Now, before you start picturing an invincible godlike creature, let's be clear. Immortal doesn't mean indestructible. These jellyfish can still be eaten, get sick, or get wiped out by a change in their environment. What they don't do is die of old age. Instead of just getting older and breaking down, this jellyfish can hit a biological reset button. So, how did we discover this unbelievable ability? Well, like so many of science's greatest breakthroughs, it was a complete accident. Our story starts in a lab in Italy back in the early 1990s. A couple of students were studying marine life, keeping a colony of hydrozoans, which is the stationary, plant-like stage of a jellyfish's life in a dish. As expected, these polyps eventually budded off and released tiny, free-swimming adult jellyfish, called medusae. The students watched them grow, expecting them to reproduce, and then, like every other jellyfish known to science, die. But when they came back to check on the dish after a weekend, they found something that made no sense. The adult jellyfish were gone, but the bottom of the dish was covered with a brand new colony of young polyps. It was a total puzzle. Where did they come from? There hadn't been enough time for a normal reproductive cycle. So, they watched again, this time much more closely. What they saw was something that would rewrite textbooks. When the adult jellyfish got stressed out, whether from a lack of food, an injury, or just getting old, they didn't just die. They sank to the seafloor, their bell and tentacles folded inward, and they collapsed into a seemingly lifeless little blob. But this wasn't the end. In just 24 to 36 hours, that blob started to transform, sprouting into a fresh polyp colony, ready to start its life all over again. They had aged in reverse. It was like watching a butterfly, instead of dying, fold up its wings and turn back into a caterpillar. The scientific community was stunned. The immortal jellyfish had been discovered. To really get how wild this is, you need to understand how a normal jellyfish lives. For basically every other jellyfish species, life is a one-way street. An egg gets fertilized and grows into a larva, which finds a rock or a ship's hull to attach to. Then, it transforms into a polyp, which looks more like a tiny sea anemone. That polyp can then bud and create a whole colony of identical polyps. When the time is right, they release the bell-shaped medusae we all recognize as jellyfish. Those jellyfish grow up, reproduce to make the next generation, and then, that's it. They get old, their bodies break down, and they die. Story over. But Turritopsis Dohrnii has an escape clause. It follows this exact same path, but with one critical plot twist. When it's faced with a life-threatening situation like starvation, injury, or just the wear and tear of old age, the adult medusa can pull off its incredible reverse aging trick. Instead of dying, it basically recycles itself. The adult specialized cells undergo a radical transformation, reverting back into a simple cyst. This cyst grows into a new polyp colony, which then buds off new genetically identical jellyfish. The adult literally becomes a baby again, carrying the exact same genetic code forward to start a new life. This cycle can, in theory, go on forever. It's the real-life Benjamin Button of the animal kingdom. So, how does it pull off this mind-bending feat? The secret is a rare and powerful process called transdifferentiation. In most animals, including you and me, our cells are specialists. A heart cell is a heart cell. A nerve cell is a nerve cell. Once they have a job, their fate is sealed. They can't just decide to become a different type of cell. But the immortal jellyfish throws that rulebook out the window. Transdifferentiation is when a mature, specialized cell transforms directly into a completely different kind of specialized cell. During the jellyfish's reversal, the cells that made up its bell, muscles, and tentacles essentially get a case of amnesia. They revert to a more basic stem cell-like state and then get new instructions to become the cells of the new polyp. It's like a team of expert surgeons, engineers, and pilots all deciding to go back to kindergarten and then graduating with entirely new jobs. When scientists started looking at the genome of Turritopsis dohrnii, they found some fascinating clues. The immortal jellyfish has its genome packed with extra copies of genes linked to DNA repair and protection. It's like having a superpowered maintenance crew on standby 24/7 to fix any cellular damage. Its genes also seem to give it special tools for maintaining its telomeres, the protective caps on our chromosomes that get shorter as we age. The immortal jellyfish is a master of preserving them. During its transformation, scientists saw that genes related to becoming any type of cell, a key feature of stem cells, are switched on, while the genes that lock cells into their specialized roles are silenced. It's a masterclass in genetic programming that allows the jellyfish to turn back its biological clock. The immortal jellyfish is way more than just a biological party trick. It's giving scientists a whole new way to think about human medicine. Now, no one is trying to figure out how to turn people back into babies. The real goal is to understand the jellyfish's secrets of transdifferentiation and cellular repair. Think about what that could mean. Could we one day convince our own cells to regenerate damaged tissue? Could we repair a heart after a heart attack? Or replace brain cells lost to diseases like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's? The jellyfish gives us a natural blueprint showing that it's possible. This research also has huge implications for how we think about aging and cancer. Aging is largely the result of our bodies slowly losing the ability to repair cellular damage. Turritopsis dohrnii's genetic toolkit for self-repair could reveal new ways to fight the diseases that come with getting older. And its ability to completely reprogram its cells without developing tumors is a huge deal for cancer researchers. It has perfected the very process of cell control that goes haywire in cancer, and its genetic safeguards could inspire brand new ways to fight it. This tiny creature, floating unseen in our oceans, has already achieved what humans have only dreamed about. It's a reminder of the absolutely mind-bending wonders that nature has waiting for us to discover. If this journey into biological immortality blew your mind as much as it did mine, make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss our next dive into the wonders of the natural world. From its accidental discovery in a lab dish to its current status as a symbol of eternal life, Turritopsis dohrnii has completely flipped our perspective on aging. It's not truly invincible. A fish could eat it tomorrow. Its immortality is a survival mechanism, a brilliant strategy to endure hard times and live on, and it's working. By hitching rides in the ballast water of ships, it has quietly spread across the world's oceans, a silent testament to its own incredible resilience. The research is still going, and scientists like Shin Kubota in Japan have dedicated their lives to raising these delicate creatures, watching them reverse their life cycle over and over. Each time, we learn a little more. The immortal jellyfish reminds us that nature is the ultimate innovator, having already solved problems we're just now beginning to understand. So the real question is, could the secrets hidden in this tiny, death-defying jellyfish one day help us not to live forever, but to live longer, healthier lives? Let me know what you think in the comments below.